Hello everybody. Hello. Oh, we do need a title change. Hang on. Hello. How is everyone? Are we all excited? I do believe this will be the last round 2 race, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, bit of a delay there, but I think we are all ready now to get going. So I'm just going to set the runners off. And they should be starting shortly. So both of them are starting with extra time just because of the new rules that's been instated a little bit ago. It means we get to start from an autosave instead of having to watch the cutscenes and do the Hornet wake up animation. You can just start the game straight away. So we've added a little bit of time onto the timer to make up for that. Annoyingly, some of these aren't updating properly, so bear with me. There we go. But this will be a best of 3, so we'll see at least 2 matches from each. Ooh, Tiyo fallen there, unfortunately. But we will see at least 2 matches if there's 2 wins in a row, or maybe even more if each of them win a round. There we go, Puppy's finished off Moss Mother, so he's ever so slightly ahead for the time being. Although we might be able to see Tiyo make a comeback since he is running the key route, which will be faster. Yeah, for some reason the the commentary UI just doesn't want to play ball, so I'll see if I can fix that at some point, but it's not working. The key route is where the runner will, instead of going to go get Cloak, instead of doing 4th chorus skip, instead of getting all the bells to do Last Judge, they will farm enough rosaries at the beginning of the game to buy a key and make their way through Wormways to get up to Shellwood, and then they'll proceed through the Mist. So it's ever so slightly faster since they do get to skip some bosses. They get to skip picking up Cloak, but they are restricted to the Mist. So we'll see if that works out for Tiyo. So LP and RP are latest patch and release patch. Release patch is the very first patch of the game that came out, and that's the patch that makes key route possible. Anything above release patch will, you can kind of still do key route with some extra steps, but it ends up being slow. So key route is run on release patch, and the bells route is run on the latest patch, so they can take advantage of cutscene skip later on.
Kietska Nieshkares Goralov Yanara Karkena Shanka
There we go, comms decided to work now so you can see my lovely avatar. But Puppy grabbing Silk Spear now, you can see Tiyo about to grab Silk Spear. And just after, Tiyo will be grabbing the Rosary String, just after. So we can see Puppy going to the right, because he will be going straight to Belbeast, but Tiyo will be taking a slight detour to the left. It is a fox, yes. I do like my foxes, they're very cute. It looks like Puppy is succeeding in getting the Belbeast phase skip, whilst Tiyo just enters Belbeast now. Again, it may look like Tiyo is slightly behind, however Tiyo will have quite a large time save when it comes to not having to grab Cloak. Unfortunately, it does look like Tiyo messed up the phase skip on Belbeast, but again, he should be able to make that time back later. Yeah, every once in a while I will be syncing up the timers, so those freezes that you see will just be me syncing up the timers a little bit. So we have a good idea of where the two of them are, who's ahead of who. But we can see Puppy now grabbing Swift Step. So I'll be done with all the neutral pogos for him. He can move on to the better movement. Tiyo not too far behind. It does seem like Tiyo's doing a bit of an altered rosary route. I don't know if that's a new route or if it's just an easier version, a harder version. But it is interesting to see it's a bit more... It's a bit different than the current rosary route I was aware of. Noticeably now, Cutepuppy entering Lace 1, hoping for a couple of dunks if he can. And Tiyo will actually not have to fight Lace 1. He can move straight on to his rosary farming and buying key. Yeah, the rosary routing can definitely get stale. the key route can definitely get a bit stale, so it is nice to see something different.
Mio fene?
Toro tarida, sia. Scommel. Hello, be.
Looks like Puppy did get a little bit unlucky with the Hokers there. A lot of the 4 patterns, not so many of the 6 patterns, so he will have to go for another cycle. I believe Puppy got 2 6 Hokers, which is not a lot. It's quite unfortunate. But Tiyo is now finishing up his rosary route, so he'll be buying key. And I believe at this point he may even already be ahead of Puppy.
Hello, be. Tarida, sia.
Regina fora.
Hello, be.
Haspin?
Bemido, lelo.
Oh, unfortunate for Puppy to fail the heelless jump. Giving it another go, this time with heal, to make it a bit easier. Tiyo successfully getting the pogo off the groms in that area. That is quite a difficult pogo to get. The worm waves in itself is very brutal, but he's making it look quite easy. So Tiyo has now officially got Cling Grip, which puts him quite far ahead of Puppy. However, it is interesting to see that Puppy so far is on quite a good run, 30 seconds above his PB. Regardless of winning the race or not, he is on a good pace. Looks like Tiyo tried to go for a scream skip there by dashing in, but he was just a little bit too short. It is a very difficult time to get that dash on the scream skip.
Cadestre.
Yeah, I don't want to commentate or curse it, but it is really nice to see the both of them quite far ahead of their PB. They're on really good pace for Act 1. This is great for the both of them.
Haspin?
There we go, Puppy finishing up Widow. I believe quite... Is that a gold split as well for Puppy, maybe? Potentially. As Tiyo makes his way to Chalamet Skip, which... Chalamet Skip on its own is already difficult enough, and doing it cloakless is even harder, but obviously he just makes it look like a piece of cake. And Tiyo is going to be soon entering the Mist, which is the RNG portion of the run. He can do the best job he can, but we'll see whether or not the Mist is kind to him. Now he is getting a top exit here. I assume he's just going to be juggling back down into M7 probably. Yeah, there he goes. And onto the hallway. It's been a beautiful set of rooms so far for Tiyo. Interesting that he's opting to come back up here. I think personally I would have taken the next room, but... Oh, that was his last room. I miscounted. I did not realise that was his last room. Tiyo's already out of the mist. That is incredible. That was a beautiful miss by Tiyo then. I will see Tiyo fighting Phantom, which is one of my favourite boss fights in the game. Probably second favourite to Dancers, but he's doing an incredible job so far. You see on the left there Tiyo being able to skip the nail cutscene as well. Small time save for him. Tiyo is on 2 HP, and that is an unfortunate death. Luckily, he did grab the safety bench though, so it's not a major time loss. That is very unfortunate. We'll see Tiyo, or we'll see Cutepuppy on the left, entering Blasted Steps, doing Blasted Steps once, heal skip, got that fine. Tiyo is back in phase 2 of Phantom, see if he comes out a bit better this time. And Cutepuppy now doing Blasted Steps too. Didn't quite get it first try, as Tiyo finishes up the fight with Phantom. Puppy entering the last judge fight, and again he is on an incredible pace so far. We'll see if he can keep that up and potentially get a PB in the race, which is an amazing feeling to get. And it does look like that death to Phantom for Tiyo has lost him around about a minute, which means it's not entirely likely a PB will happen, but we will see. Puppy on the last phase of Last Judge now, as Tiyo enters Act 2. It does seem like Puppy is taking this fight a little bit slower and safer, with the extra heals in between there. But that is what you want for a race, you want safety over time. So definitely a good choice by him, considering he is still quite far ahead of his PB. Tiyo not going for the zero steam cycle, it seems, but it is quite difficult to get. So yeah, we see a small amount of time loss on Puppy's side, just from taking Last Judge a bit safer, but definitely a time loss worth taking over the risk. Now we see Tiyo entering my personal favourite boss fight, Clockwork Dancers. I do love this fight so much. The music and the movement, the phase 3D sync, it's beautiful. Tiyo is on 1 HP. And he's not choosing to heal. Oh my goodness, those were some close attacks. Oh my goodness, okay, that was an incredibly close heal. But Tiyo does finish phase 3 there. That was definitely a lot riskier than it needed to be. But you should be set now for the final phase. I will be having another commentator finally join me, which is nice. Been getting a little bit lonely over here.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
It's nice to have another commentator join me.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to join. Just to help out. First time ever doing it though.
Seems like you have a couple of fans in chat. Saying hello.
I need to actually open the stream.
So you should be able to see it in the voice call with no delay as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
We see that Tiyo has just finished up Trobio as Puppy enters Whispering Bolt's arena on 1 HP, which is a bit risky, but
Oh, unfortunate.
I shouldn't have said it. Shouldn't have said
Cursed.
anything. It is unfortunate to see that it looks like Puppy has lost all of his time save with that death as well. So he's no longer on PB pace, which is very unfortunate.
I'm sure he might have time save somewhere else. Could still maybe Ballad and PB.
That is true, yeah, yeah. He has put in a lot of practice the last couple of days.
He definitely paid off in the early game. All the time save.
Oh yeah, absolutely. His Act 1 was incredible. Ooh, unfortunate for Tiyo, taking a death there. Thankfully he does have the hard save at Clawline though, so he's not too far away. And Puppy is back at 1 HP in the arena, good lord, I didn't even notice that. But he's alright finishing it out.
One HP in Clawline Arena again.
Definitely not a great place to be. I know definitely for the exploding guys, a lot of the time... Oh my goodness, that is an unfortunate... As I was saying it, I know those exploding guys sometimes don't go in the direction you want them to go. And that's exactly what just happened to Tiyo. And Puppy taking another death to Trobio this time. Oh no, their act 1s were so beautiful. Now the both of them are not doing so hot in Act 2. The nerves could definitely be getting to them, especially after a death.
Did Puppy get the shortcut?
I believe so. I hope so.
Oh, he's benching, and then he's gonna go fight Trobio again.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that he didn't bench the first time, but hindsight's 2020.
Buenera.
Puppy is having a bit of trouble with Trobio, but it does seem like, at the very least, he is taking it quite safe with a lot of extra heals instead of spears, which is probably the smart thing to do.
I'm really glad to see runners healing when they're weak. Like, sometimes, like, some way higher runners will be 1 HP and they'll keep fighting and they won't heal. And it's terrifying.
I mean, in the case of getting world record, that's what you've got to do.
Yeah, that's fair.
But for a race setting, it is definitely a better call to be healing.
1 HP leaving Trobio.
He's picking up Mirror as well. Interesting.
Love to see that.
See if he gets much value out of it later on.
Mirror is the MVP. I started picking up Mirror in my runs recently and it's actually helped out quite a bit. It can help with high halls arena a lot, because if you have full silk but you're weak, it can mess up the wave strats, but you can use Trobio Mirror to help with it.
Makes up for the damage lost.
Yeah.
Tiyo is going for this fast cycle on that cog and he actually made it. Fair dues to him. That fast cycle is really difficult to get in this climb.
Oh,
I shouldn't have
close.
said anything.
More curses.
No, Tiyo's fine. Entering the puzzle now, which I love the puzzle movement.
Oh yeah, good puzzle movement is sick. Nice arena from Puppy. Oh, unfortunate death, but not much time lost, thankfully.
Yeah, that was quite a clean arena for Puppy. Definitely had it a lot easier than Tiyo did.
Yeah.
Tiyo not opting for this safety bench. Confident in their movement abilities for high halls. Yeah, Tiyo not even grabbing the high hall safety bench.
He may just opt to bench at high halls instead.
Just before the arena, yeah. But we have seen over the course of multiple races quite a few deaths during the high halls
Yeah.
movement, so I it does put me on edge a little bit when they don't grab a safety bench after the
Oh.
architect's puzzle.
It looks like he's safe now.
We'll see if they do God Pixel. Going for it. And got it first
Nice.
try. Very nice.
That was a clean hang away.
But yeah, now grabbing the safety bench, because who wouldn't grab the safety bench there? One HP is a little bit worrying.
Nice heal.
Fine.
This is where Trobio Mirror would have been a bit useful.
Exactly, yeah, because he missed out on a spear then at the start of that round, which would have been
Yeah.
amazing, but had to heal instead. Beautiful Maestro kill, that was very clean.
Crazy movement. Puppy's made it to the puzzle now on the left hand side. Tiyo is on the final round. I don't want to curse anything, but it's going very well so far. These are unfortunate patterns.
Getting trapped in the corner a bit there. There's one down.
It's gonna do this hitless.
There it is, yeah.
Oh my god.
Last round hitless. Very nice from Tiyo. Oh my goodness, Puppy is on 1 HP. Going into high halls there, that was a bit scary. But Tiyo is now making his way to the last two fights of the run, Lace 2 and GMS.
Oh wow, Cutepuppy just saved a lot of time from enter high halls
Oh, I hadn't even
on
noticed
PB
that,
pace.
yeah. He is now back on PB pace. I imagine in his PB then he must have taken a death in high halls. And this time he's been able to save time from it.
Lace should be close to dying.
This has been a very clean fight from Tiyo.
Yeah, that was a very clean fight.
Puppy's actually been getting some good value out of Trobio's mirror as well so far.
Yeah, I caught that. Pretty nice high hold so far. Final wave.
Nice
Trobio
value at
mirror
start.
damage.
Very nice. Ooh, bit of a risky pattern there. But he's playing it very well. Incredible.
Nice.
I think that's even more time save for Puppy than on his PB.
Oh yeah, that's... looks like a good amount of time save. Over 30 seconds for sure.
Now a minute ahead of his PB. That is very nice. As Tiyo enters GMS, it looks like he will be closing out the run. I imagine, unless there's more than one death. It is unfortunate as well, because Tiyo was also on PB pace at the start. Oh,
No, unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. Well, there's one death. if Tiyo does die again, Puppy could actually potentially catch up. Commenter's curse in action. Yeah, I said it, and it happened. Now I'm worried that there's going to be a second death.
Surely that wouldn't happen.
The commentator's curse, we get to control the RNG. That's what happens. Oh, unfortunate for Puppy dying to Lace.
That was a clean first phase from Tiyo.
Much better than the last one.
I think that was hitless. I don't think there was any heals. Tiyo one hit the GMS.
Takes the safety heal. As Puppy finishes off Lace 2. And there it is.
Nice.
Tiyo has won the first round of this race. Just as a reminder, this is a best of 3. But the first round does go to Tiyo.
This is still PB pace for Puppy. Even with the death to Lace 2.
I can't quite tell, since Puppy doesn't have a Lace 2 split. I'm
Yeah.
struggling to tell a bit.
Just based off of GMS, I think
Potentially.
a good time is like 230, 240 split. So his PB must have had a death to GMS as well.
Yeah, he does have 3 minutes here for a potential PB. And even if he takes safety heals with Trobio Mirror, it's not going to be too much time loss. Oh, that was
Very
very
close.
close. One HP.
Probably gonna play for the heal.
There it is, yeah.
Close.
unfortunate. Just getting grabbed. But that is the end of phase 1. I don't like going into phase 2 on 1 HP here, but...
Hopefully he can get the heal.
Oh, he went for a spear. Oh my goodness, okay.
Playing it risky.
He should go for a heal here though, surely. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Maybe
Getting
one hit.
unlucky with these rock attacks in phase 2.
Nice heal.
Oof, 1 HP again, but getting the heal off. And from this point I imagine he's probably good. GMS has to be low now. Oh my goodness,
Unfortunate, you cursed it.
I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said it. That would have been PB pace by almost a minute. That is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. It looks like Puppy will be ending it there instead of finishing out the run. But we will have another round coming up in a moment. I have just asked the runners whether or not they would like an interview or a break, and Puppy has just said he will accept an interview after he after he gets to it. So we're just going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be back with the next round. So everyone can grab a drink, have a breather. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody's nice and refreshed now that we enter this next round. There we go, and the runners should be off any second now. So you have Tiyo taking the first round, with Puppy actually not too far behind, almost PBing as well, which I imagine it would feel quite nice to get a PB during a race as well. Oh, there we go, just a little bit delayed. We'll just sync them up a little bit, because it looked like a little bit of a delayed start there. It does look like Tiyo is ever so slightly ahead. It is quite crazy how neutral pogos can make up that much of a difference. Oh. Unfortunate for Tiyo. I almost wish I could have seen his input display there, because it almost looked like the game just ate his jump at that ledge. That is very unfortunate.
Happen.
Oh, Tiyo, Puppy unfortunately getting Moss Mother on the left side instead of the right side there. 1 HP in Moss Mother. Okay, that was a little bit scuffed there at the start, but he's all right.
I actually didn't catch it. Did Moss Mother dash up straight away?
It seemed like Moss Mother dashed to the left instead of to the right. I think Puppy was on the left side of Moss Mother by accident at the start. Didn't go far right enough. Oh, it looks like it happened to Tiyo as well, having Moss Mother on the left side. This is a bit of a scuffed start from the both of them. See, Puppy's made it to Beastfly. Got it on the first try, very nice. I can definitely see between the two of them that their neutral pogos aren't perfect, and I can imagine their hands are definitely a bit tired now, having already done a full race and now starting another one so quickly. There we go, Tiyo making Beastfly Pogo first try as well.
Yes, I'm pretty sure there has been a good few key runs so far in the tournament. Saves quite a bit of time.
And I imagine we'll probably, for the next 3 rounds, for the last 3 rounds of the main bracket anyway, we'll probably only be seeing key. Maybe a bell run, a sawtooth run from Danelle, but to my knowledge I think the rest of the players in the main bracket at least will pretty much all be running key for that time save in the race. Oh, Puppy just barely missing the spear for the Bell Beast skip. That must have been like 0.1 seconds too late, because to me it looked like that spear should have hit.
Yeah.
There you go, Tiyo does get the Bell Beast phase skip though. Interesting to see how in the first round it was the other way around. Puppy got it and Tiyo didn't, and this time Puppy didn't get it and Tiyo did. I think Tiyo is doing a slightly altered rosary route, which is nice to see. But he has been grabbing some slightly different rosaries. I'm not fully entirely sure if it's a faster route or just a different route. But he is running some different rosaries.
And yes, it's a best of 3. So Tiyo won the first one, and now there's possibly 2 more rounds.
I am almost a little bit sad to see that none of the runners have forgotten the quit out so far. Like, I know I should be happy for them that they remember to do it, but I feel like I forget so much. I kind of want to see a runner forget to quit out.
It's even worse if you forget on key because the enemies don't respawn.
Exactly, yeah, even
And then
worse.
you're short on rosaries.
Let's see if Tiyo can get this bug pogo. It got it off one pogo. I feel like that pogo is so difficult to just do one. I feel like every time I've tried it, I've had to do at least two. Very clean ant arena from Puppy, much better than the first round. Ooh, Tiyo unfortunately missing the pogo up to the rosary string there, meaning he can't grab the rosaries from that ant. I don't know what the backup is for that if you miss those rosaries.
He might just have to kill a few more pilgrims on the way. Unless that's part of the route already, he might end up short.
Hmm. Yay, Puppy got a dunk. Very nice.
Was trying to get the second one. It was close.
Very clean fight from Puppy.
Ooh, that was very close from Puppy.
Playing it a little bit risky with his move. Okay, he's playing it safer there. It seemed like at first he was being a bit risky with it. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
That is that's a very big setback. That is quite a long distance he has to travel to get back there. Very unfortunate. Yeah, it does look like Tiyo will be fine on rosaries. Yeah. It seems like on his original route he wasn't going for the ones at the very end on the string, but I assume he will be this time round. unfortunate for Tiyo.
That's a lot of time loss.
Falling right before the Rosary Rock. Had both runners now with pretty big setbacks. That room is definitely a pretty horrible one. Bit of an unfortunate hocus for Puppy. But Tiyo is back on route now, buying the key. Just as Puppy finishes up the Hoka quest. We haven't seen a Kragler skip yet. I've just had a thought. No one's gone for it yet. I know it's an incredibly tight trick to get, but surely at some point, with the amount of key runs we're going to get, someone will do it.
How does that work? I've actually not seen that before.
So as you enter the room, you jump to the very first platform, and then right as the Kragler screams, it's a very precise window. You jump into him to scream skip. It is very precise, but it would be nice to see. It is also not a sound choice for a race, I will say, since you lose 2 HP doing it. But it would be cool to see. It does look like, despite the time loss, Tiyo is now quite far ahead, just due to the time save that the key route gives, while Puppy has to grab the Greymore Bell. I don't think... Have we seen an arena skip from anyone doing the Bell route as well? I don't think I've seen that yet in this tournament.
I don't think I've seen it either, no.
I imagine it is... I mean, it's RNG regardless, but I imagine it is difficult to go for in a race. Oh my goodness, Tiyo... Okay, Tiyo had me a little bit worried there, taking that extra damage tank. A very clean Widow fight from Tiyo. I didn't want to curse it, because
It's a very good Morwing from Puppy as well.
The two of them are definitely... Oh my goodness, Tiyo, Jesus Christ.
That was close.
But the two of them are definitely playing a lot better in these combat situations than the first round. It does look like. Very nice from Tiyo. Not even close. I think it was a little bit, just a little bit close, you know. Just a tad. It is nice to see as well on Puppy's side, despite the time loss, he has gotten 2 gold splits already.
That last flower in that arena sucks. That happens to me quite often, where it goes too high. Yeah, Puppy Nice
got
flower
the
skip.
heal skip. Very nice. So we have seen... I think I've seen 2 deaths at this point to that heal skip in this race, which is crazy to me. Tiyo will now be making his way again to the mist. Last round, Tiyo had a very, very kind mist. It was a very clean mist, very, you know, very nice for him. We'll see if he gets the same again this round. There we go, Puppy finishes off Widow. There were a couple of close calls there, but I didn't want to commentator curse it again, so... But he's finished Widow now. He'll be going to get his nail upgrade. This is a best of 3, and Tiyo did win the first round. Unfortunately, Tiyo is not doing too well at Chalamet Skip. Able to get it off on that next try though.
Oh, Tiyo got mucked.
Not a
On
good
2
sign.
HP.
2 HP, mucked, entering the mist. That is not what you want at all. Starting off with M2, at least it was a nice moth placement, but this is definitely not an ideal situation. Opting to take left exit here for the hallway, which is a smart choice. This mist has definitely not been as kind as his first one. This is a very unfortunate mist. Ah, and he falls. I'd almost argue that maybe dying there would have been worse than falling, so he'd be back with full HP, but he's still at 2 HP, still mucked. Having to do the mist again.
He was playing it quite well, to be fair, with the circumstances.
Definitely. Okay, a nice start, but this is still... I don't even want to say anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't curse it either.
And he's out. Oh my goodness, that was a horrible mist, but he handled it incredibly well. Fair plays to Tiyo. Now it looks like Puppy opted not to take the bench at Shellwood Bell. And I know he doesn't necessarily need the heal, as he's about to do a heal skip. But that is a bit risky for the race, I imagine, not taking that bench and potentially dying to judge or clockwork dancers. Very nice very nice Phantom fight from Tiyo though. Seemed like he played it a bit safer, but that was definitely the right choice. I am slightly worried for Puppy here, being on 2 HP. He doesn't have a safety bench. He didn't bench at the Shellwood Bell. I am a little bit worried.
Quite a rough BS2.
Yeah. Yeah, so LP stands for latest patch, RP stands for release patch. The key route is done on release patch. It can be done on later patches, but it's significantly slower. You have to take extra steps. You have to grab Reaper's Crest. It's a whole thing. So key route is only ran on release patch. Puppy 2 HP into Judge. I would hope he heals here. Yeah, okay. I feel a lot more confident now. It's definitely worrying me, being at 2 HP that entire time. This has been a very clean last Judge fight from Puppy so far though. Beautiful.
Hitless, nice.
Just gonna take a moment to sync up the timers a little bit, because they are a bit far apart. See if Tiyo goes for the 0 cycle steam in this room this time. No, not going for it. I can understand why. But again, it would be another one of those tricks I would love to see in a race.
Has no one done it in a race yet?
I don't think so. Not that I've seen anyway.
Yes, there has been a few deaths between each runners in both runs. Has there been any deaths this run? There was a death from Puppy.
Yeah.
Was there a death from Tiyo?
I don't think
I
Tiyo
don't
had a
think so.
death, but he did have a fall, and the mist was not ideal.
We cursed it. We cursed it. Oh no.
I can't believe that. Right as we see, no, Tiyo hasn't died yet. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Might have to get a counter on screen for commentator curses.
Oh my goodness, Tiyo on 1 HP again. This is entirely commentator curse. He was doing so well for so long. This does give Puppy a bit of a chance to catch up as well. Since they're both entering Cogwork Dancers at roughly the same time right now. Like, Puppy is actually ever so slightly ahead. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Tiyo. A second death to Cogwork Dancers. That is rough. There's at least some consolation in the fact that he's running missed key route and he has that safety bench. But that is still incredibly rough.
Puppy on 1 HP, not able to get the heal.
Oh my goodness, this is quite a close fight from Puppy, being 1 hit away twice now. 1 hit away again. That's 3 heals he's had to take in this fight so far.
If he doesn't die though, at least, then he's staying ahead.
That is the 3rd phase done, so I can imagine from this point Puppy has quite a bit of a lead. This is a lot closer than I honestly expected it to be.
Yeah. Tiyo playing much more careful, understandably. Oh no.
I don't even know what to say. 3 deaths to Cogwork Dancers. It might just be that at this point it's getting into Tiyo's head a little bit.
I have faith that Tiyo pulls it off this time.
I'd say each attempt, he's had a very clean phase 1 and a good phase 2. But that phase 3 has just gotten him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that on the first attempt. It was a very clean phase 1, I just didn't want to curse it.
But it does look this time. I feel like I can safely say at this point, it does look good for Tiyo now. Finally out of the Clockwork Dancer's hell. But that does mean that Puppy has gotten quite a significant lead now because of that.
Puppy on 1 HP and Trobio. Gets the heal.
Now, Puppy did have a very clean Trobio fight in the first round. So we'll see if he's able to do that again. I'm not entirely sure why there's 2 different brackets. I think it was just so... yeah, just so that we could include some more people.
Close from Puppy, but does get it.
1 HP at the end there, but just about pulls it out. And he is picking up Trobio's mirror again to see if he can get value out of it. It worked out for him last time, so it makes sense for him to pick it up again.
It's been pretty even, hasn't it, in the runs who picks up Trobio mirror and who doesn't. I've seen it a few times, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it seems to be quite a popular safety strat.
pretty nice claw line split from Puppy.
That is... Wait to see what kind of time Tiyo has after Trobio, but it does look like Puppy has a multi-minute lead. Like, Puppy could even take a death at some point and still be alright. Preferably not here right after I've said it, though. That would,
Too many
oh,
curses.
it's on 1 HP again. Please, don't do this. Okay. Good lord. It cannot just be
Close.
after every single call where they die. That was a very weird bounce from Trobio there as he fell to the floor. But Tiyo does finally finish the fight. It looks like he's opting not to grab Mirror. But it does look like Puppy is about 2.5 minutes ahead now, which is amazing for him. Considering, you know, initially he went into this with the mindset of, oh, it's going to be a 2-0 sweep, Tiyo's going to beat me. He does genuinely have a very good shot here, being 2.5 minutes ahead.
No, this is match 2. Tiyo won the first match.
That was quite a clean climb there from Puppy, only a couple of mistakes.
think it's still possible that Puppy PBs here without any more deaths.
Potentially. Although he did he gold his High Halls arena in the last round?
He
Or did he
yeah,
just...
I think he golded it.
So it might
Or
be...
the arena, no, there's just the entrance.
Oh, just the entrance. Okay, so yeah, I think definitely then. I think definitely has a shot for a PB if he plays it really cleanly from this point.
Tiyo is on 1 HP.
I imagine he'd go for the safety bench here, surely. Yeah, okay. Which is unfortunate just from how that bench takes 17 years to come out of the floor and heal, but going to be necessary on 1 HP going into Architects. Now we did see the God Pixel hang away from both of the runners last time. And I do hope we get to see it again in this round. So Cutepuppy making his way there now. Oh! He is going for it and he got it first try as well. Very nice. It looks like that was quite a bit of a time save during that. That was a massive time save for Puppy. Getting value from Trobio's mirror as well. Very nice. Even more value from Trobio's mirror.
Love to see it. This has been a very clean high halls from Puppy so far, with a lot of Trobio value, a lot of Trobio mirror value. Let me see Tiyo making his way through high halls. I do hope we get another God Pixel. Yeah, there will be another match if Cutepuppy wins this one, which is looking likely. Not to curse it.
You said it now. And Tiyo does get a God Pixel first try. Very nice. Very clean drop from Tiyo. Does look like Puppy is saving his Silk for a heal at the beginning, yeah. And he is now on the final wave of HHA. Whilst
It's
Tiyo is
definitely
just starting.
one of the best use cases for Jovial Mirror when the clappers fall down.
Yes, they are being very aggressive.
Oh, no.
That was a very unfortunate pattern of attacks. And now Tiyo, from that one death, Tiyo is now back in the lead. That is a really unfortunate death to happen right at the end of High Halls Arena. It does look like Tiyo has started to realise that he needs to play it a bit safer as well. He's opting to heal significantly more compared to how he was before.
1 HP.
Oh, the Silk Eater stole his Silk as well. He would have been able to heal there. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, that was
Jesus.
so close.
That was very close. Tiyo is on the final wave now. He's playing it incredibly safe, and I don't blame him. Now Puppy is also on the final wave. It looks like because Tiyo was playing it safe, Puppy has managed to actually catch up quite a bit. This is a really unfortunate pattern for Tiyo. But Tiyo's just finishing HHA.
Nice.
Puppy on the last wave, he's killed one of the clappers. That's the second one down. The two of them are
They're
incredibly
very close.
So Tiyo is ever so slightly ahead, but this is really going to come down to how well they perform in the last two fights. Tiyo opting to save quit for the full heal, which is a smart choice. Puppy not opting to heal, just going straight to lace 2.
doesn't lose too much time to quit out after high halls, no?
I believe the quit out itself only loses. I mean, I think optimally it loses like half a second, but nobody's going to be doing it optimally. I think it loses maybe 1 or 2 seconds realistically.
It's definitely worth it in some cases then.
Exactly, yeah. Definitely to get that full heal. With how close this race is now. Does look like Tiyo gets to the phase change first. Puppy is on 1 HP.
Oh no.
That is unfortunate for Puppy. At this point, I do think Tiyo will take it, just because of how much of a time loss that is for Puppy. Unless we maybe see a death from Tiyo and GMS. But that was an incredibly close race up until that point.
Tiyo did die to GMS last round, so it's possible.
It is definitely possible. Should we curse Tiyo on purpose to make it a more
Probably.
entertaining race? But it was interesting to see that at multiple points during this race, both runners were ahead of each other. They've both had their time in first. Puppy is now finishing Lace 2. Unless we see a death from Tiyo, this might be it. Nearly getting grabbed there. just barely dodging that attack. That is phase 1 down for Tiyo.
Been a very clean GMS from Tiyo.
It has, it has.
Looks like he will have it.
I do think Tiyo does have this now. I don't think any amount of commentator cursing at this point. No, there it is. Tiyo has now won 2 rounds in a row, which means he is the winner of this race. It's just so unfortunate how close Puppy was during that. But GG to Tiyo. There we go, Puppy finishing out GMS. Just unfortunately a little bit too late. But that was an incredible run from the both of them. Bring the 2 runners in now to talk them through. But that was an incredibly close race. It was just a really unfortunate death at the end for you there, Puppy.
Fate.
Fate. Were you aware?
I'll get him next time.
That at Enter High Halls you were 3 minutes ahead?
Yeah, I saw that in the chat, and I'm like, I gotta lock the fuck in. And then I locked the fuck out.
And surprisingly, even after the High Hall's death, the 2 of you were even. It was kind of chaotic seeing the 2 of you run towards Lace at roughly the same time. And just unfortunately for you, not quite getting it.
Yeah, no, I was like, I knew I have to play risky from that point forward, because it's like, I'm 3 minutes ahead into HHA and I took a wave 11 death, so it's like, great.
Yeah,
I
pretty
can't
much
play the
even
game
then.
anymore. At least not safely.
But no,
So.
Tiyo, what happened with Cogwork Dancers? Do you wanna
I
talk about that a little bit?
honestly, I don't remember anything anymore. I was so tilted after the first death already. And then the second one, I was, oh my goodness, I was so scared on the, what was it, fourth one, the fourth cockroach sensor
Yeah,
attempt.
you had
Yeah.
3 deaths to them, and on the 4th one, we could definitely see you were playing it a lot safer.
I was like, nah, I really want to get through this because I knew, like, even being like 8 minutes behind of PB, it is winnable because Puppy still needs to play really well.
Just because of the matchup difference there.
Yeah, because that's still like a 105 pace for me, right? With my mid 57 pace at BP, right? So
It's
yeah,
I just
definitely
happened to mess up the HHA.
could have been a comeback, but not quite. Not quite.
like I opened, like I normally don't have the Twitch stream open. I opened it, I think after Phantom to see like how we compare because of the missed moment.
Yeah, the missed moment as well. You went in at 2 HP mucked, and then you fell, which arguably I would have preferred to have died at that point to at least get your health back. But you fell in the mist as well. That was kind of tragic.
At least I had decent RNG.
You did, yeah. I think both rounds you had pretty decent missed RNG.
Well, I'll decimate the losers bracket and have a rematch with Tiyo.
True. So true. Oh my goodness, this was the run where I fell at the beginning and fell again. Oh my god.
Yeah, you did fall in Moss Grotto as well. What happened? Did the game just eat your jump input? What happened?
I think so. I don't remember fully what happened. I'm gonna be honest. But something like that. And I don't know what I did in like when falling down in what is the room called, Espit or one or something? I don't know, like the one with the rock
Yeah.
to the left of the elevator. Like I don't know what I did. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember at all.
I can imagine just that it was a bit of a blackout run at that point, a bit tilted.
Yeah, honestly, it was like fine, I think. I mean, it wasn't fine fully because I also missed the end pole pogo jump thing.
Yeah,
Like,
I wasn't sure the rosary route you were taking because it does seem a little bit different to the normal rosary route.
yeah, because the thing is, with the normal route, you would play like it would be fine if you do the 5 nail opener on Bellbeast, but I'm not doing that because it's too hard for me. So I'm like, okay,
I
how
see.
how yeah. And the end pole is like same speed, especially because you get like 5 rosaries more, I think. So rosary per second, I think it's relatively equal to the strings.
Interesting. That's good to know. So it is, in a way, a bit of an easier route since you get a nicer Bell Beast opener.
Yeah, the thing is that the jump is really hard. The end pole thing, as you saw, that I missed it. It's actually pretty
The
precise.
pogo off that skull guy is quite difficult to get. The distance. A question for you, Tio. How are your GMS fights so clean?
I mean, I died in the previous one,
It
but
did
once,
die in round 1, yeah.
yeah, but I mean, I just practiced it a lot. Like I barely practice early game, but I do put in my hours on GMS because it's the final split, and the final split with nerfs, like I need more time than I normally think I need because nerfs will always make it worse.
Absolutely, yeah. There you go. If there's any more questions, or are we all satisfied? I think probably call it there then. We'll say GG to Tio for winning those 2 rounds.
GG's both.
Thank you. GG to
Yeah,
Puppy.
GG,
I believe
Tio.
in the loser bracket one. I believe.
I do
Nah,
believe.
I'm just gonna clean sweep losers bracket 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Face you in the finals. 2-0
I mean, if
you.
someone could do it,
first time.
then it's you.
Yeah, no.
No, well played from the both of you. I don't believe there's currently any more scheduled races at the moment.
Nope.
So the next round, the next bracket, the next round for both brackets should be scheduled in the next 2 weeks, give or take. But yeah, everyone say goodbye. Thank you for joining the stream. It was an incredibly close race, but goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bro, it's fate. I don't know why I went between the two clappers. I tell myself every single time, never put yourself between the two clappers after you get out of it at the start. And then I'm like, I can get good damage